focus is also on the power sector. Domestic coal prices are down. Till some time back, there was a lot of high peak demand as far as power is concerned, and power and coal are of course intertwined. So we thought of getting you a big voice from the sector. Amrit Lal Meena, Coal Secretary, is now joining us to talk about issues which are impacting the power sector right now. Mr. Meena, thank you very much for joining us on the show. Now, the power demand continues to break all records. At least 2024 till date, that's the case. Although coal stock availability this year is much better than last year. Central Electricity Authority data seem to be suggesting that coal stocks right now at imported coal-based plants fell to 47% of normative levels. Can you tell us, clear the air and explain what is the situation right now as far as coal supplies are concerned?
Coal stock situation in country is very comfortable. This year, the total coal stock available is 140 million ton. Last year, it was 106 million ton. As far as the coal stock at thermal power plant end is concerned, it's currently 45 million ton. Last year, same day, it was 33.47 million ton. So that way, coal availability at the thermal power plant and also at the mine end is very comfortable. And for the forthcoming monsoon season, preparations are there. We have adequate production planning and also the transportation planning.
Right. Sir, so to ensure adequate availability, the government has asked thermal power plants to continue blending 4% imported coal till 15th of October this year. How long is India expected to rely on imported coal to cater to domestic demand, and what is the strategic roadmap to reduce coal imports?
As regards the import of coal for blending purposes is concerned, if we compare the same duration of this year with that of last year, there is a decrease of about 12.31%. As regards the import reduction is concerned, certain grade of coal, coking coal and the high grade thermal coal is not available in our country. So to that extent, import will continue to happen. But the grade of coal which is available in our country, with the increase in the production, year by year, the share of the imported coal in the total coal consumption is going down. I am happy to share with you that this year we have achieved almost 1 billion ton of the production, and for 24-25 our target is 1080 million ton of the coal production. So with this the import will further get reduced. It is also heartening to see that now the evacuation infrastructure is also augmenting month by month. This year the railway rake availability is almost 10% higher compared to last year on day-to-day basis. The railway network also have been augmented, resultantly the speed is also very high. So with the new mines coming into production and the logistics constant getting resolved, now the availability of coal would be better, which we are seeing. Therefore, the import will gradually further get reduced.
Mr. Meena, is it fair to assume that India now is on track to achieve zero coal imports by FY26?
I mentioned earlier that some of the grade of coal, coking coal and the high grade, high GCV value thermal coal is not available as reserve in our country. So that grade of coal we will have to import because our industry needs that. But the grade of coal which is available in our country, we are increasing the production and evacuation capabilities so that on a gradual basis this import gets reduced. You must be aware that by opening up of this coal sector for the commercial auction in the year 2020, now 107 mines have been auctioned and some of them have come into production. In this year and also next year, new mines will come into production. So both the CPSE mines and the private sector mines coming into production, the availability will increase and slowly the import will further get reduced.
Right, and what about coal production from the captive and commercial coal mines? They've grown 35% in Q1. What about the demand from the power versus the non-power sectors? What kind of production target do you have for the full year?
As regards the coal production is concerned, from all three sources, that is Coal India, Singareni Coal Company, captive and commercial, all taken together, this year our growth is 8.47% compared to last year, with Coal India showing a growth of 7.5% and captive and commercial showing a growth of about 33%. And as far as the dispatch is concerned, it's also about 7% higher compared to last year. So we are very comfortable in terms of the production growth, and the annual target for this year is 1080 million ton. So we are hopeful that we will achieve it.
Right. And for Coal India in particular, you know, given that they've set a production target of about 835 million tons for FY25, is that now on track, and would you like to give production targets for FY26 too?
Yeah, Coal India production is for last many years is going as per the target. Last year Coal India has produced 773 million ton of the coal. Prior to that, 22-23 the production was 703. This year the target is 838 million ton. So far Coal India is achieving 100% of the proportionate target, and I am very confident that Coal India will achieve its target of 838 million ton set for this year. As regards the target for 25-26 and period up to 29-30 is concerned, there is annual target which have been fixed in consultation with Coal India, keeping in view the capacity of different mines, the new mines which are coming into production, and according long-term plan for acquisition of land and for seeking all form of clearances is there. We are continuously reviewing, coordinating with the stakeholders, and we are sure that Coal India will in long run meet the country's energy security requirement with 100% success.
And the reports also seem to suggest that the centre is planning to launch a third wave of reforms, coal reforms 3.0, to target reduction of coal imports and increase the availability of coal for industrial sectors. Can you tell us more about what this reform is aimed at, what kind of a roadmap there is for coal reforms 3.0?
See, as I mentioned earlier that now coal blocks are being offered without any end use restriction. Prior to 2020, coal blocks used to be offered on auction basis with end use restriction, but when in 2020 this has been opened without any end use restriction, then more and more stakeholders are showing interest. Many people who have no experience of working in coal mining have now ventured by taking the mines in auction and are developing. And in last about 4-5 years, we have seen that the clearance regime has also streamlined, and with this streamlining, many of the mines which normally takes about 51 months for operationalization are actually getting operationalized much earlier. So, and now this 10th tranche is also on, and subsequent tranches for offering new mines will also continue to be there. Therefore, while on one hand more and more coal blocks are being offered in the transparent auction mechanism, on the other hand the existing mines capacities are also being increased by taking additional environmental clearances, forest clearances, going deep, and then promoting the underground coal mining. So, all these measures taken together will increase the availability of coal in our country.
Right. Mr. Meena, we also believe that the Ministry of Coal is planning to unlock domestic production of coking coal through several steps, which will be a positive for the steel industry as well, which is quite clearly heavily dependent on imported coking coal. What would those steps be, and what is your production target?
This year, coking coal production in country have been about 65 million ton, and we have coking coal mission launched, according to which by 2030 we target to produce 140 million ton of coking coal. This is happening by way of offering some of the coking coal mines in the auction. Secondly, the unoperated mines of the Coal India Limited has now been planned to be operationalized either through the MDO route or by offering long term contracts. Some of the abandoned and the closed mines which were not producing have been offered on revenue sharing mode. So, resultantly every year the production of coking coal is increasing. We are promoting setting up of washeries by the steel industry and offering them assured linkage of coal, so that there is a visibility and they can make investment into the capital expenditure for setting up for beneficiation. Resultantly, the availability of coking coal for their need will be there, and the import of coking coal will also further get reduced.
And any further policy support that the government is looking to announce for the coal sector?
This is always an ongoing process with a view to see that more and more coal is produced, so that our energy security needs are fully met. We are able to offer more and more coal to the non-regulated sector at cheaper rate. That is our endeavor, and all possible steps and efforts are always underway to achieve this target.
Right, Mr. Meena, thank you so much for taking the time out and speaking today with us at ET Now.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.